Hello, everybody. This is Stefan from Into Bridge, and next to me it's Christoph. Hi, Christoph.
Hi everyone.
Today we are showing, this is actually the first video coming out from Into Bridge and us, and this recording will be for the New Tricks Duplicate. This is an organization that is founded in the UK, and they aim to promote bridge amongst younger and older people, and they produce many cool things. We'll say more about it later. And the special thing about today's game is that the great Zia Mahmoud is playing. So he needs no introduction, but we'll say a few words about him later. The auction has already started. We play 18 boards, 9 rounds of 2 boards. So just a quick review. Who are the opponents? They're from Greece, Vasilis and Mariana. They're a couple. Vasilis is the leader of the teaching program in Greece, and he's doing some great stuff for juniors. Let's just catch up with the auction when we'll say a bit more about them too. So 2 spades by North is weak, double for takeout, not the best shape for a takeout double, but a lot of points. Would you bid to no trump maybe, Christoph, or double you like it?
Either is fine. If my partner is a great declarer, I might double and
So if you play with me, you would bid to no trumps.
something like that. It
Okay, I
turns out
got the
that
message.
double wasn't that bad because actually, it's interesting. I'm not sure. But 2-0 Trump on a spade lead would actually be fine with the king of spade being with south, so it would be a lucky bid, but maybe a better bid on that. But you would probably end up in 3-0 trumps. Heart has 3-3. I didn't have the time to catch the rest. Anyway, they are playing in 3 clubs, which is a 4-3 contract on the 3 level, not ideal, but I guess that's what you preempt, and that's why you preempt, and we can talk about that. Zia had a hand that many wouldn't preempt with. That's his style. Jack 10 to 6, King Queen of Diamond, Queen 10 of Hearts, Queen 10 third, so 3 heart might miss a heart fit. Lot of reasons not to preempt, but the good reason to preempt is the actual board when it happens that you put your opponent in a difficult situation, and I think he got the result he wanted with that preempt.
What is funny here is that Frank, Zia's partner, they play for first time together, and Zia opens 2 spades, and Frank leads the king of spades, thinking the great Zia will have the ace or the queen, but he's got neither of them. It must be depressing. It's good we have the camera, otherwise he might be questioning, am I playing with Zia or somebody else? Zia was actually hungry. He was cooking his dinner before the game, and he said, if I'm dummy, I'm going to eat. I don't want to die. I'm too young still. So yeah,
How did these two end up playing against each other? Can you get together? Can you tell us more about this new trick bridge?
so Nutrix Bridges organization that does videos, educational videos on how to learn bridge, and also other promotional videos with great players. And they're a non-profit organization, and they only have one Patreon page, and people can support their cause on that Patreon page, paying 5 or $25 a month, one of those. And Sue Johnson, the person behind Nutrix Bridge, she organized a draw for the top 2 tiers, and the players in those 2 tiers, top 2 tier supporters, they had the chance to play with Zia, and Frank Chip Morgan is the person who actually won. So since yesterday, they exchanged convention cards, and they've been discussing system, but they've never played together. So we can be more forgiving if there are any mistakes.
Okay, so board 1 was plus 130. We'll see how it pans out. So it will also be the occasion to show you a bit more about our platform Into Bridge. while they're getting ready for board 2. If you go to results, you can see the result. We can see that for Zia and Frank, it's actually 100%. What is the reason for that? We can click on other table and see that every other table played in no trump and scored more than 130. So the two no trump, two spades beat definitely paid dividends when is decided to double and not to beat two no trump. If we have a quick glance, we see that most people actually open two spades. Almost all of them, but there were a lot of no trump beats by East. Back to this second board so we don't miss it again on the start. One diamond opening. I think in most systems we would open one diamond.
But with the other hand, do you bid a heart or two clubs, Christoph?
So my philosophy is that I would always bid my longest suit if I have a strong hand. But if I am 6 to 10, I would only bid one heart because otherwise I have no choice because two clubs shows some points. But when I have enough to go at the 2 level, I always show my longest suit first. So I completely agree with two clubs because I've got enough points. What do you think about that?
I think you're right playing natural system because my original system is precision club where the opening bits are limited. I would bid that with 16 plus points, so it makes sense we have slam. But now when one diamond is up to 20-ish points, even with 12 you can have a slam. So I agree with game forcing hand, we should bid two clubs and with less than that one heart. It's not about the suit quality at all, it's about showing your hand.
So East keeps repeating his diamonds while West is describing his hand.
Her, that's she, Mariana.
Her hand. No, West is the woman, I believe.
No, West is Vasilis, and he's the man, and I know him personally. I know her
Yes, that's
too.
what I said. West is the man.
Oh, I'm sorry then. Yes.
So 3 spades is a 4 suit forcing, and East should beat 3 no trump with the ace. Partner has having bid her two shorter suits. It would make sense now to beat no trump, and it looks like the right contract. Playing by East, so protecting against a spade lead. This should make. Now it's a matter of other tricks.
But you can see Zia cooking in the meantime. Would you believe that the most famous bridge player in the world is cooking himself? He's
So the expected spade lead, and now we have 7 diamond tricks. And then we need to guess what to do, because if we try to play on clubs, they might take the ace of club and play a heart, and then we need then it's a bit of trouble. We can play on spades, but it's just another trick. It feels, and if we play on clubs, it's hard to get back to dummy. It's a tricky hand to play.
I'll be very tempted to play a club because they always duck once. So I'll be stealing a trick before they know what's going on. But now it's clear that the diamonds are good, so who knows?
That's exactly what Mariana did. And also, if the king of I think it's a right play, because if the king of heart is good, because the ace of heart is in north, you're establishing your clubs and they can't do anything about it. So it's two birds, one stone, as they say in the UK. And maybe still now you should play the king of clubs. I'm not sure.
But on the other hand, the ace of diamonds is on the table, so winning with the ace was also an option in this particular case.
Sure, but now North needs 1 to guess what to play. Okay,
yes,
which it did, and 2 for the ace of heart to be behind. And now the hearts are blocked, so I think it's still okay for just made. So
yes,
9 tricks.
Fair enough. I think Mariana was too gracious because Zia gave her a trick, but then she thought, no, I cannot get a free trick against the great
Yeah,
Zia.
it's
And
true.
she
She
gave
had two
her.
tricks. She had 7 diamonds, 2 spades, which is 9, plus the 10 of clubs. Maybe she should have cashed out.
But imagine if Zia returned a spade after the ace of clubs. Two
Which he
tricks.
did. Oh no, but
Wait,
now the clubs are blocked, so Zia can see. Yes, the clubs are blocked.
he was spade
The
loser, yeah.
diamonds are blocked, so you cannot go to the jack of diamond, cash the clubs. So it's still 9 tricks. It's frustrating, but it's still 9 tricks.
I think it's a fair result for both sides. We'll be happy with this in the end.
Yeah. So back to the results for the people who are gonna play on Interbridge soon and discover it. So when you click on results, you can you see your results. As the kibitzer, we could choose which pair we want to see the results of. We will stay on Zia. And you can click on other tables to table. There should be an S here, Stefan, to know what happened at the other tables. And here you can replay the board by clicking on the arrows. If you click on the center arrows, it's card by card, and on the external ones, it's trick by trick. Here you have a double dummy analysis. And finally, if you click on view leaderboard, you see the current ranking. Of course, we're very early on, so it doesn't mean much, but it just means that you have the running scores while you're playing. And on the bottom left, you can access the last trick and the contract by hovering over these two elements. So 3-0 Trump making by East is so far 42%, so it means that some people probably didn't reach that contract. I'm not
Can
sure.
we have a look?
So
Yeah.
no, everybody
Okay.
was in game, but 5 diamonds seems to be going down. There was one 3 diamond and someone went down.
Maybe they went for the greedy way. Let's see.
Oh, they played from the other hand, so they didn't get the extra spade trick. And on the Queen of Heart lead is much trickier. So playing by East was well done. So this is the result tab. You have the chat tab where you can see the different chat. So all chat with all the chat, table chat and tournament chat specifically. When we can see that our gentle host Nikki is taking care of our players. And the people tab, when you can see people who are online on the platform, you can search by if you've got a friend or something like that. And within the people tab, the people in green are your friends, in blue are the admins, and you can hover over someone to see their mini profile, press on the chat to chat with them, add them as a friend, or see their bigger profile in case they enter a bigger description.
What a nice platform. Now we have 2 more tables in play, and funnily they are both in diamonds, 3 diamonds and 5 diamonds. So this score should improve actually for East West and get worse for Zia.
So where are we now? Yeah, still 42%.
So in the middle of the table, you can see 2 tables still in place, so you know how much is left until the end, more
We
or
could
less.
actually, if we wanted, leave the table and have a look at all the tables. We see that they're all finished apart from these two. Indeed, one in 5 diamonds, one in 3 diamonds. But I think it's the end of the round, so it should change soon. Oh, some times was added by the director. I guess we are generous with slow play on the first position.
The first round is always slower, so they're playing the last cards now, and we're gonna move.
So let's have a quick look.
So a couple of
5
words
diamonds
about.
is this gonna make?
I don't think so. 2 off. So a couple of words about Vasilis V, the opponent of Zia the previous round, and his wife Mariana. They are teachers. Vasilis is the head teacher of the junior Greek junior program, and he also is the teacher of the teachers who teach the kids, but also teaching club teachers who recruit grown-ups for the game. And the Greek Federation, it's not just Vasilis, there are also other people there, along with President Alex, also Nikos Delibertadakis. And those people have done great job. From 1,500 people several years ago, they managed to boost the membership to 5,000 people. And those who want to organize bridge and to recruit new people should definitely reach out to Vasilis because he can teach them a lot of things. We move now for round 2.
And we've got Sylvia and Susie joining. According to their profile, they're from the UK and playing ACOL. So we should have a battle of system, I guess, because I think that Zia and Frank are playing something very such as American standard, maybe 2-over-1. And this can create differences.
So this is a funny that you're saying this because Susie, it's Susanna Ansfield, and she's the first person who participated in our Ask Zia. And the question she asked was, Zia, should we play standard American or ACO? What is better? And now you say about the system, but yeah, you can go to our website intobridge.com, and on the top from the menu choose the Ask Zia section. So we've got a WhatsApp group where you can record a question, a bridge question, and Zia will answer one question every week. So yeah,
We put
if
the
you
link
have,
in the description of the video.
it is most important if you argue with your partner, instead of killing each other, you can actually ask Zia and he will resolve the issue. Okay, here what do we have? A club pass, a heart double. That is a very interesting takeout double. It's takeout plus take in.
So first of all, why did North beat 1 heart? Because when we have 4 hearts and 4 spades, we tend to beat the lowest one. And when we have 5 hearts and 5 spades, we tend to beat the higher one, which is spades. So now with 4-4, Zia decided to beat 1 heart. And indeed, East, it's a bit weird to make a takeout double over heart with King, Queen, Jack to 5. But she had 14 points, void, and 4-4 in the 2 unbeat suit, so it was filling up the requirements. I don't mind the bid, even though it looks weird.
I like it too. And funnily, if you don't agree with your partner and they're Stone Age player, they will take it as penalty, and then it's even better. We have about 6 defensive tricks.
So I think West was a bit coward on the first round not to beat 2 diamonds with a 4 card in diamonds and 8 points. But she decided to wake up later on, and it also works, I think. They end up in 3 diamonds, which looks to be a contract you want to be in. I'm not saying it's going to be good or bad, but it's somewhere you want to be in.
I think if they manage to keep the... Oh, nice, interesting lead.
Zia is trying to entertain us.
Well, he doesn't give a trick away, in fact, so...
So how should you play that? Because you have a lot of roughing values, it's going to be hard to establish your tricks. Should you try...
Well, I think after a heart lead, hearts are 4-2 for sure, so you should be aiming to establish hearts. That is the first thing I can... And use the ace of spades as an entry to catch the hearts later and maybe rough a few clubs on the way, but that's too easy looking at the diamonds. I think the diamond finesse, it's wasting too many entries, and
When can it be good to play diamonds like that?
when there is honor double turn on site in Zia's hand, which is all right, he's got two, he could have honor second. But if he doesn't, then we really don't gain much. And also from there is a double turn now, but actually considering the bidding that South said that they have long clubs, I think percentage wise it was more likely that Zia has more diamonds.
The heart is returned, and now North has a difficult thing to do because yeah, he's considering ducking it actually because he knows that playing the ace, the whole hard suit would be established. But on the other hand, if he doesn't play the ace, he might not make his ace.
By the way, I just see a message from Frank. If you notice, we're wearing the same t-shirt. It's intobridge.com. Frank met me at the States during the US National, the latest one in Providence. And he got one of our Into Bridge t-shirts, and then he went to play with that t-shirt and he won a tournament at US Nationals. So he's the first person to win with an Into Bridge t-shirt. And now he won with Zia, so I guess Into Bridge is good for him. And
So
maybe I can say a few words about Frank, Christoph. So Frank is a very smart guy, actually, believe it or not,
I think he
smarter
has
than
written
Zia.
something about him in his description as a mathematics professor.
Yes, he's a mathematician. So now I'll read something that he told me about himself, and I don't understand it completely, but hopefully the smarter people that are watching will. So he's in the maths area, he's most famous for his proof with colleagues and students of the double bubble conjecture on ideal shape for a double soap bubble. Do you get that, Christoph? This is why we
Bubble.
became bridge professionals. So I'm thinking about soap and bubbles, but I'm sure that it's way more sophisticated. He also has 200 publications, including 6 books, and for 39 years he's been teaching at the MIT and Williams College. And in January he started intersession course on bridge. He now lives on the beach in Ocean City, New Jersey, and he loves body surfing in the ocean summer and winter. How cool is that? I love snowboarding. Maybe I should try this body surfing. Okay, so what happened? Board 3?
10 tricks were taken, which before we check the result seemed like the number of tricks you would want to take as east-west. Let's check about that.
You
So
must lose
indeed,
2
it's a bit
diamonds and
more.
a heart, so that's great. Yes, Christoph, sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
It's okay, I was done.
44% to Zia. So the ladies Susie and Sylvia did very well here. Nice double by Susie, nice play by Sylvia. Here Zia didn't open with 10 counts. I don't know why I'm saying that, probably because I would consider opening because it's so nice with a single 10 club, but second seed vulnerable might be a bit too extreme.
So to get back to this board, they were in diamonds, which was a very likely contract, which was the down into the middle contract, and most people, everybody playing in diamond made 10 tricks for 50%, so it was quite a well played board. So one club in 4 seats, 1 heart by Zia. So interesting about that one. 1 heart or 1 diamond, and why?
I guess they don't have many agreements, so I'm not sure why Zia did that, but I guess he's got a nice hand to declare. Playing pairs and having such a solid hand, he wants to aim for 120, no trump. And in diamonds, he can only beat that with 130, which is too much. And also, as they maybe have no agreements, if he beats diamonds, partner may bypass the heart and they don't find the heart fit and he gets into trouble. So I think he did what every experienced player will do, try the fit in the majors and end up in no trump and collecting 8 plus tricks, if
Yeah,
possible.
and on top of that, he has singleton in partner's first bit suit, which tends to lead towards no trump, like you said. So probably anticipation about the next bits, and he's now happy to get the spade lead. He will make 3 spade tricks by scoring the queen first, and now later on he's gonna finesse the 9 of spades for 3 tricks in the suit. And now they are playing diamonds because he never beat them. It looks like a lot of tricks for Zia. You can now take the king of diamond, play another diamond, and basically claim the rest. He will need to finesse the spades, but I'm sure he's confident after the spade lead that the spades are 4-2. And he's got 2 spades, 1 heart, 2 diamonds, and 3 clubs left. So basically he's gonna discard his 2 club losers on the 2 diamonds for 10 tricks, which is a lot of tricks.
10 is amazing indeed, yeah. 180, it will be the best part score, and with 23 points only, I doubt anybody will get to game.
So an interesting point is why is Zia cashing everything before making the spade finesse? Because there might be a squeeze position, and indeed there is. Now he won't even have to risk finessing the spade, because on the last diamond, East will have either to discard the king of heart, in which case the jack of heart will be good, or discard the spade, and now when the 3 of spade will be played, the king will appear and there is no more risky guess. So even though I think he would have finessed anyway, just in case it was a tricky lead and the king is behind, you never know, he might end up with what I think we call that a show-up squeeze. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Oh, I was about to say that this is nearly the only squeeze I can name, and you took the pleasure. Yes, that's show-up squeeze. But here, this is not completely pure because he doesn't know where King, Queen of Hearts are, I think. So now, as it happens, he can clearly see that.
It looks like the claim was rejected. Oh, no, an undo was.
No, there was an undo. Susan is
undo from
trying
East.
everything possible to save the tricks, but this is how squeezes work. You have to keep less than you want to keep. So this will be an amazing board for Z. I can see that the highest score is 150 in one no trump for north-south, so they'll score very well. Somebody even went 2 off. But him not beating diamonds helped really a lot because for the defense it was very difficult. They thought all diamonds is our suit, and then he cashed 3 of them. So this really worked out well in his favor. So did you show the leaderboard, Christoph, this feature?
I did, Stefan.
Okay, you can show it again then. I like it. So this update's almost live. Where is Zia now? He's 6th with 67%. And Frugals and Alan Lipton are at 89%. Not bad, but it's been only 4 boards. 1 table in play. What are they in? Oh, they're in 3 no trumps actually. That will be exciting. Table 8, Allison 8. Allison Green is declaring 3 no trump. And she's gonna actually make it and beat Zia's top. Wow, that is exciting.
Yeah, looks like she has top tricks for 9 tricks, so indeed. So how did the bidding go on that one? We can review it here. North decided to be 2 no Trump and not 1 no Trump with this very nice 10 points, which a lot of players would probably do playing imps. Playing match points, people tend to be a bit more careful because had she gone down, she would score 0% and be the only one there. So it's a very risky gamble. It worked on that board, could have failed. So well done.
Anything can fail, but she only bid it because she knows she will make it. Well done, Ali. Amazing. Zia made most tricks, but he didn't bid it, so... And we're moving to the third round now.
Yes, the screen has shown that there are 10 seconds left to give time to say goodbye to each other, which I did. And the new opponent just arrived. So we've got Mike Holler from the US.
And money from the US.
Exactly. So my guess is that they play some very American standard system, but not sure. We'll see about that. Zia did not open 2 spades that one. The sweet quality was really bad. He's red against white, which seems like a sensible thing to do. South really want to overcall. Maybe 1 no Trump. 16 points, 4-4-3-2. A hard stopper. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I wouldn't. Maybe if I play with Zia, actually Frank plays with Zia, maybe he could double. But if it's not playing with Zia, I would also bid 1 no Trump, yeah. But Frank really had a problem here.
And now West has a really nice hand. You want to bid 2.5 hearts or to introduce your clubs and then bid hearts. A lot of options. He takes the low road with 2 hearts. It's an interesting one.
Yeah, this can die here or interesting if it go another level. I think West should bid 1 more time at least.
Yes,
with
West
this
maybe now
vulnerability.
could be the 3 clubs, which is a good description. A hard fits with good clubs.
Would Zia bid on?
I
No,
think
he
South
didn't.
would be done.
South, I think also, but Zia, I was wondering if he's cheeky or hungry. Maybe he's hungry. No, he will be defending, so
I think he's red.
maybe that. But is Zia afraid of that?
I think Zia
No.
said, I don't know if it was in one of his book or something like that. If you don't score any zeros, you have a good chance at winning a tournament. So try to avoid scoring zeros. And bidding 3 spades here, if partner doesn't have a fit and the spades are badly split, it's a very quick 0. Because you know your bid is dodgy at best, and if you get double there, you're dead. So I really appreciate the pass here.
Yeah, and good point about the pairs and the bottoms. And we must say that Zia is widely considered as the best or one of the best players in the world, probably one of the best. But for me, he is the best because almost all the good players have one regular partner, and Zia plays with different partners and wins with many of them, even at the highest ranked events. And this means that he just knows the game and he can win with different partners, which for most of us it's very difficult even to win with our regular partner. So it's a lot
the
about
tricky
strategy.
underlead of the ace is back at the table. It won't work this time, but why not? Interestingly enough, the 2 minor aces are behind the kings, which you wouldn't expect from the bidding. That being said, it looks like... Oh, Zia didn't believe in it. He's... Good lead. Good lead.
It is great because Zia thinks if West has ace 10 small, he may fool him that he's got queen jack to jump. So it was very psychological, but well done to Money for this lead. I
So he
guess he
can
was
now.
shocked after trick one.
Yes, because it was a really good lead, because the normal lead could be the ace of heart, and in which case the king of heart would allow declarer to discard the diamond and not to lose two diamonds and two clubs, and I think now he might have to take the
Yeah,
ace of diamond, play a diamond back, and
this was a very inspired lead which worked very well. And
wait.
funnily,
Now East needs to play a low diamond. It's not that easy. Let's see if he can find it.
no, but even if they promote the diamond, he will discard the third club, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, you're right.
He must not play a club, rather. Any diamond will do. Ui.
You jinxed him.
Well, I tried to help.
Wait. Oh no.
So 3 spades mate compared to 3 hearts. How is 3 hearts doing? Maybe
I don't think anyone will not beat 3 spades. We'll see if I'm wrong about that, but it's still a 10 card fit, and it's 9 known from south.
if I tell you that there is one table playing in 2 hearts, I'm not joking. So yeah, they are not in 3 hearts, they're in 2 hearts. 140 for Zia. And
Which
Frank
is
will be
60%, which is what it's worth. I think it's one more trick than expected, but the lead was really good, so overall it's slightly better, but from north south, I'm not surprised about that. And actually, we can see that the difference was made in the bidding, not in the play. I think East made a great lead to gain a trick, but slipped slightly in the end, which gave the trick back, unfortunately.
And just to say, 2 pairs in 2 tables in 2 hearts.
I never talked about 2 hearts, because if it's 2 hearts, my guess is that they never found the spade fit. Whereas 3 hearts means you were pushed there after they beat spades, which is much less likely, because if one of them beats spades, the other one is gonna fit. So I'm not as surprised by 2 hearts as I would be with 3 hearts. So
And are you more surprised by the 3-0 trump of Zia now?
4 triple 3.
12 glamorous points. I
Lots
think
of
this is
what we call
against.
soft values. King, Jack, tens are very soft value with which you want to play with no trump. He really wants to receive the lead if it goes in club or in diamonds. It's a bit unusual. You might score a 0 with that, but
I think this is a very Zia bit where the opponents are not exactly sure. We see 4 triple 3 and we think, okay, this is fine. But if you've played against Zia now, you think, oh, this guy probably has some long suit. He's doing something clever now. And I think it's a great bit playing pairs with such soft values, as Christoph said, that you end up in the most reasonable contract with no nothing values to get in spades. Of course, if me or Christoph bid it, they'll just lead a heart and collect 5 hearts. Partner will have 2 small, but when it's Zia, the gods are also helping.
well, or just the king of diamond would be offside, in which case trouble. Now
Yeah,
king 10 is onside.
I can see several pairs have not bid to game here, so
To be honest, it's a very lucky game. I think on that board, we can say that Zia was very lucky. But he needed king 10 of diamonds to be onside.
he's not home yet, so let's see. But he doesn't have options. He's got so many losers now that not so many, but at least 5.
Could he settle for down 1 by just playing the jack of diamonds, thinking if people play 4 spades, I'm already better off when people lose 2 clubs and 2 hearts at the list, so I'm as good as
He
them.
can. A person can, but Zia will make it. He smells these things.
The cheeky diamond discard.
Well, what do you discard? You throw your winners to keep the 5 of diamonds. Oi, oi, oi,
Well
oi.
done, Zia, and well done West still to keep his 3 diamonds to be completely
Yes,
fair.
he did well.
It's not gonna be good for East West, but it's the best they could do.
Yeah. This was a very nice round, actually. I enjoyed it. A couple of tables are in 4 spades doubled, actually. Zia is the only one in 3 no trumps. I wonder why. Might be the spade fit.
I wouldn't have beat 3 no Trump, I believe. I don't have the. My heart is not strong enough for this type of beat.
Wow, Zia claimed amazing.
He claimed every board since then, since the beginning.
No, but 0 out of 2. Very good. Well done, him. I'm proud of him.
And indeed, he scored 100%, and they are climbing back in the ranking now at the actually 10%, but at the fourth position, very close to the podium. I can see that your countrymate, one of your countrymates.
Yes, one of them, and Jurica from Croatia. Jurica is actually a tournament director, EBL WBF director, and it's unusual for tournament directors to be at the top of the rankings, but it's still early days. And Dian is also a friend. He lives in Buffalo, New York. He runs the local bridge community there. Very good guy. And Jurica also runs bridge community in Croatia, so they're both really helping bridge. I can see the players are laughing. What are they
Yes,
saying?
so
Christoph?
let's listen. Let's have a break. I'm gonna have a break, but I'm gonna let you listen to them for until it finishes.
I cannot wait.
Four
Okay,
triple three
let me
bid was an
listen.
alertable thing that we hadn't checked.
Oh, Zia is going
Well,
to.
we have no agreement that it's 4-3-3. I normally have 2
Zia
spades,
is
but
going to cook
my hand
again.
looked like no trump, so I just bid it.
Okay.
I don't
Good.
think it shows 4-3-3. I think
Now
it
they
just
stop
shows an
talking,
open
of
bid,
course.
and
How
we try and get
exciting
the
that
best
is.
contract.
So I'll look at the scorecard at the Travelers
Okay,
rather for board
Good.
6.
So I guess I did know what was going on.
So actually Zia's board now is not the top. 4
would not have been
spades
good, and
doubled
good contract on this
was
particular
made
hand.
by Natalie Hoff playing with Sue Johnson, the person behind Nutrix Bridge.
Well,
This is a
Other
series of
tables-
events. They have a monthly game, Nutrix Bridge. If you go to
let's
support
see.
them, you can
Oh,
also participate in this
people were
monthly
going down
game.
at 4 spades.
And the
people
winner
weren't
of
bidding game.
the best scoring player from 7 consecutive sessions will play
I
with
think so. That's
Zia in
probably best.
December in the final duplicate for this year. And funnily enough,
And
Sue
Manny, have I
Johnson
met you
has won it
before? I'm not
several
sure.
times, so
I
she's
don't
the biggest
know.
contender.
Were you
but
at
I
the
guess she will
regionals in
leave
Fairfield,
her
New Jersey?
prize
or...
for somebody else if she wins.
No.
So the
no,
third
you
best
probably
score for
haven't.
North
I
South
don't
is
think
3
Mike.
spades
Probably
plus
haven't.
1, then
Yeah.
2 spades
Manny's
plus
been
1,
to
and
Lehigh
then
Valley
one
once. We played
person
at
went
Saucon
off
Valley.
in 3 no
Mostly we
trump,
play
one went
online.
off in 3 spades. 4
Although we
spades
did
very
play-
good.
doubled
How'd you
down
guys meet?
1, and 2 people actually went 2 and 3 off in
So how did you all hear
in
about
4
this
spades.
website?
And now we start round 4. We see Alan Lipton and Fraggles. Who is Fraggles, Christoph? Fairly Fraggles. Hello. Alan Lipton is the manager of the Queen of Hearts Bridge Club from Northwest London, one of the big clubs in the area. They're now only playing online actually, but I guess they may reopen soon. Christoph, I think you are muted, my friend.
Yes, thank you about that. I was just noticing that on Frogger's profile we can see that they play. She likes to play both 5-card majors and Accord. So we're gonna have to find out what system they're playing. And the opening bit doesn't give us the answer. Let's see about that.
So now you have a problem. What do you rebit with West Hand, Christoph?
I think the normal is 2 clubs, and I would beat 2 clubs. I don't like beating 1-0 trump with singleton spade, and not really 4 hearts. So if partner beats 2 hearts, and
I generally agree, but how did you say singleton spade? It's not a singleton spade, it's the ace of spades singleton. That makes a difference. Maybe.
Maybe it does, but it's still
but not for you. No, I'm joking, but I also like 2 clubs, but playing pairs, I think 1-0 trump has merit because 2 spades, even with 5-1, if you make it, it's a big score. So I'm more like 50-50 playing pairs between 1 and 2 clubs.
And a very good lead, because I mean, on the diamond lead it was 9 tricks from the top. Now Declarer will have to make the diamond finesse by themselves to make 5 clubs, 3 diamonds, and 2 spades for 10 tricks, sorry.
Or maybe cash out 9.
Or maybe cash out 9, exactly. Whereas on the diamond, it was 10 tricks. On the heart lead, it was of course 9, but it's a very close to impossible beat to make with Ace-Jack-1 on lead. And you, yeah. So let's see how Declarer, if Declarer finesses or not. Should you? What's the reasoning in that type of situation, whether you should finesse or not finesse?
Well, I think that one of the problems is that if you discover the club situation, now going for the diamond finesse, like the position is now, you also need to cash the king of spades, and then it is basically a Russian roulette if the finesse doesn't work. So if you go for the diamond finesse, you need to do it immediately before the club, so you keep the ace of clubs as an entry to the spades. This is what I'm thinking now out loud.
So wait, you win the ace of spade, and then how do you go to dummy?
Diamond to the ace and diamond finesse, so I
Okay.
at least keep the spade.
I
But
think
again, the
he's
hearts
not
are
gonna
so
take it.
dodgy.
Yeah, too risky.
No, he's playing Zia. He wants to make his contract. I think
But
this is fun.
kudos to Zia for not leading a diamond. I would have led a diamond. Unbeat suit, 4 of them. Well done.
Yes, and also pay attention that from Queen Jack 6-3, he led the 6 because he didn't want to expose the spade position to make it too obvious. And then he's hoping that partner will work it out if he needs to.
And a well-deserved 83% for that. Actually, down to 75. Nobody made the 10 tricks we talked about.
It's more or less, yeah.
Actually, most people played from East Hand. Because indeed the 1-0 trump was unusual. Most people beat 2 clubs. And 1-0 trump, it's true, avoided the heart lead. So that's why the good lead didn't pay off. Because otherwise it's a heart lead and you kind of lose the first 4 tricks.
That is an interesting hand. Zia open 1 heart, 10 points, but huge playing value, so I think this is straightforward. But what do you think of the overcall? Are you doubling or 2 clubs?
So I've got what, 18 points, 5, 4, 3, 1 with ace to 4. I don't mind either. I like two clubs, but I don't mind double. Both are fine for me.
I also agree with you 50-50. The only concern I have about two clubs is that if they say bid two hearts, then pass to me, I need to double, and then if partner bids diamonds, it's awkward. So if I double, partner says nothing, I bid clubs, and this sounds more less
Yes,
dangerous.
but the issue is if partner bids two diamonds, what do you do then?
Oh, I bid three clubs, it's okay. I can do up to three clubs, but over three diamonds, I'm stuck. So here also interesting over the double, maybe there is some merit for redouble, so you don't need to guess what to do later. If you redouble assist, then partner knows you've got points and they can raise your bid another suit maybe. So Zia doubled with only 10 points. For some this may look aggressive, but in playing pairs, I guess he likes to reopen and collect 300 somehow if partner has a big hand.
East is kind of doing all the heavy lifting here. West doesn't want to bid 4 clubs, and East found a third bid with
Ooh
double,
la la.
which
There is a lot of action here.
which works. I mean, partner has Jack to 4 in clubs, so that's great.
Frank should be wondering what's going on. Everybody bidding like mad, and I have 7 points in my hand.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So what happens here? Declare needs to open up the spades and rub some hearts. But she can only do one of those, I think.
And opening up the spades is a bit scary.
Yeah, it's scary, but considering you don't have enough from control, if you go to rough hearts, you need to rough diamonds, and then you cannot set up the spades. I think the best play is heart, rough, and now a spade. And also, when you play in the beginning spades, opponents rarely think they can get a rough there, and they play another suit. So if she plays spades once, maybe she can end up with 11 tricks.
So Zia played the king of hearts here. Can you tell us why? I can't.
I guess the main reason is to hide points and to represent that he's got more points in other suits, so Declare makes a wrong finesse or wrong guess somewhere. Because sure, the South has the queen, which is a bit dodgy because Zia is marked with 6 cards and South has only 2, but Zia doesn't know that, what Declare knows, so I think it's tried to fool Declare, but here it doesn't matter much. Now Declare decided to draw trumps, which is exposing her to some danger because if the opponents now when she plays a spade, Frank must jump with the king and play a heart. Let's see what will happen, but her 9 of hearts, it's kind of protecting the situation, so she must not rough then.
Should Zia duck this one?
I don't think it matters much.
So it's now that you're suggesting to duck the dish.
It was indifferent when Frank is playing, but now again, I think she must duck. Now when Frank ducks once, then Declare will lose the 2 hearts from her hand.
No, because Declare could cash the ace of diamond and then discard on the king of diamonds. It's getting tricky, but...
Well, yeah, when we see all the hands, yeah, definitely.
Okay, Frank didn't find the play of ducking, so now declarer can pitch a heart on the spade and will concede another heart for 10 tricks.
I think 10 tricks is fair enough, considering they could have been 9 or 11. 4 clubs making, everybody will be pleased, or at least East-West. What happens in 3 hearts, though? In 3 hearts, you lose a spade, a couple of diamonds, a club, a heart, 2 hearts maybe. So 3 hearts was going 1 or 2 off. So 130 should be a good score for East-West. What are the other tables playing? Someone in 3 clubs, 3 hearts doubled. That will be interesting at table 2. Someone is in 4 spades and someone is in 5 clubs doubled. Wow. There are no 2 tables that play the same contract from what I see.
So 25%, so that was good for East-West. If we look at the other tables who finished so far, well, just scoring in on your side was good. Some 3 no trump, 5 clubs. Some people let 2 hearts play. Some people were in 4 spades in the 4-3 feet. I guess in the situation that you described, maybe it was 1 heart, 2 clubs, pass, 2 hearts double. Let's check actually. 1 heart double, 1 no trump. Okay, 2 spades by West. Maybe a bit aggressive here. And then East, of course, couldn't stop before game. So I guess the 2 exciting one about that you were talking about are still playing.
Yes.
3 hearts double. How is this looking?
Well, 2 off is looking good for North-South. 1 off should be looking 2 off, sorry, good for East-West and 1 off good for North-South.
Oh, I'm not sure. I think as soon as East-West score, they get at least 50%, is my feeling. So...
Well, yeah, 100 will be okay, but 300 will be grand.
Is there some kind of quiz? I don't think there is.
No, they need the King of Spades in North's hands to squeeze. But no, they can. No, he needs to draw the trump now.
Yeah, he could play King of Diamond, Jack of Diamond if there was no trump outside. Okay, down 1.
Down 1 for 100, and we have just 1 more table in play that is in 4 spades by West.
So we had a look at 4 spades earlier and it didn't seem like it was making.
But it is making here.
It is indeed.
Yeah, the defender Nascu claimed 0 out of the last 5 tricks, so this should be a quick accept. I don't know why they're not accepting yet. Okay, they just finished, so we are now moving in a few seconds for the 5th round. How are Zia and Frank doing? What is their score now, Christoph?
So they've got 61% and they went down to the 6th position after this 8th board that wasn't great. And they are 5% behind the podium and 16% behind the leaders. And we are halfway through after this board. So 4441, that's an interesting distribution. We hate this distribution usually. 18 points. Kind of have to open 1 club. Some would open 1 no trump, but it's a bit too strong and the distribution is a bit not balanced. So I think 1 club makes sense. And when you play with Zia, probably for the first time, you don't want to be the clever guy opening one no trump. You let Zia do that stuff, and you play down in the middle.
Yeah, it will be a bit offensive if you open one no trump every other. But here in favor of the one club, I would say the 4-4 in the majors, because if you open one no trump, partner often passes with a few points and 4-card majors. That way you can find a fit 4-4 that you cannot otherwise. So if I had a singleton in the majors, singleton queen, I would be tempted to open one no trump, but here I think it would have been very silly to do that.
And the rest is pretty straightforward. He decided to splinter in his stiff queen, which is acceptable, definitely.
And what now? What
I
do you
don't
do
think-
with Ziasen?
I think I would sign off. I don't know if he should. Oh!
He's got a
didn't sign.
maximum hand. How can he's got 10 points and 5 hearts? If Zia signs off now, his bridge
So-
license will be taken away. So this
I
is
would
an
say,
interesting...
yeah, but 10 points among which 5 are in diamonds. So the ace look like a fine card, but it would be better if it was another ace.
Well, yes, but then it's perfect. With 5 hearts, no, for me it's easy. I'll definitely go ahead. I understand your concerns, but I think that is not the hand I'll sign off in 4 hearts. The slam is not bad
you're
at
right.
all,
Maybe,
but
maybe I thought a bit too quickly. And as it happened, it's a slam that is very close to 50%, I guess. It's a club finesse, isn't it? Or some good news in spades, the leader spade, then you can discard. It's more than 50%, definitely. And
yeah,
it
you
might
need to have
make them
some
make-
diamonds in that case, but still, I think there is so much meat in this. We all have played plenty of slams that are much worse than that. What I can say is that everybody else is in 4 hearts and one pair has even stopped in 3 hearts. So this will be a top or bottom, and the good lead for the defense. This is John Kirkham and Barry Tankel from London. They're players from the Akko Bridge Club.
So I think it's gonna go down because I think Zia is gonna play King of Spade, Ace of Spade, Spade Ruffed, making it if the Queen of Spade is stiff, second or third.
But no, Christoph, with this lead, it's not enough maybe because he
Yes,
needs
because
to
he
have
needs
so
to
many
ruff.
diamonds.
Yes, you're right. So he kind of needs the club finesse.
Yeah, I think although we don't like to take finesses to make our contracts, Zia will realize that this is the best chance and quickly go off.
So what happened at the other tables?
Look at this, he's clever, this guy. At the other tables, everybody apart from one pair is in 4 hearts, one is in 3 hearts, and one is still beating it. So we'll see.
No, but I mean, how did they stop in 4 heart?
Oh, you mean what was the auction? So
Because you said that North bid was obvious, and if it is, it means that
a clap a heart, 4 hearts. I think this splinter was on the bottom end of the strength described because part of the 18 points is the queen. And also when you jump like that for a splinter, it more often shows 5-4. So the 5-4 has more playing tricks than the 4-4-4-1. So I don't think the splinter is wrong, but it was at the bottom end of the range. So I think this is what.
yes,
what
and once
was
again,
missing.
it wasn't such a bad slam. So
No, it's a great slam. For someone like me,
Great.
this is a great slam. Most of the slams I played, I don't even depend on finesse. I just go down. Oh, one more pair beat 6 hearts. The Bulgarians, Niki Yaninsky and Niki Vasilev. Niki means success, but I don't think it will mean success on board 9 for them.
So East West playing not playing weak no trump opened 1 diamond. Would you bid with South hand? Would you bid a spade here?
Yeah, 100%. 12 points, 5 cards, nice shoot. I'm definitely bidding. It is, the values are not great, the shape is not great, but it's a cool hand.
So West gives a fit in 2 diamonds. Zia does the same with 2 spades. And probably East should be 3 diamonds because he has 5 of them, which he didn't promise.
He also has very nice values, ace, king, queen, good stuff. So I would have bid 3 diamonds. It's not a crime when he doesn't, but I think West has also merit to bid more. I would personally bid 3 clubs with West hands for lead directing if the opponents bid to 3 spades. But I think West should definitely bid whatever they bid. Do you think somebody will bid 3 spades here, not north but south, Christoph?
No, I definitely don't think so. And I wouldn't. I'm not even sure I would have bid 3 diamonds. I don't think I would. I would have bid 3 diamonds with the east hand, but not with the west one. And I wouldn't bid 3 spades with any of north and south hands. It's a part game battle. Everybody being vulnerable. Bidding is risky, so I agree with the conservative approach. It also,
And
I guess, depends on what did one diamond promise. If it's 3, if it's 4, if
No,
it's
it's
5.
4, it's 4. They play short club, these guys, so it's 4 at least. With West hand, I think 3 diamonds had also merit the first time. A diamond, a spade, 3 diamonds to preempt 2 hearts, 2 spades bids. It depends how strong they play each of the bids, but I think they're both the same strength, just different distribution.
So anyway, it looks like you're gonna lose 1 diamond, 1 spade, 1 heart, and 1 club for 9 tricks.
Yeah, Zia needs to play a heart now. It's not rocket science, but otherwise the player can get rid of the clubs.
He
So
thought
what
for
are
a very long time and did so.
amazing? So what are the other tables in? One is also in 3 diamonds, another one in 4 diamonds. Somebody is in 1 no trump. Somebody else is in 1 spade. Somebody else is in 3 hearts. So you can just pick the contract you want to watch and go to the table.
So we could go and see who the leaders. If I remember correctly, it is Jurica and Diane.
Jurica.
Jurica. They are playing 3 hearts.
3 hearts by North. How did they get to that? Oh, 1 diamond double. Double is an interesting bit here instead of 1 spade over call.
And it looks like a contract very likely to go down, but down 1 should be okay. Another 2 spades on top of the plus the.
It's close, but now I think Declare has the edge and
Yes, I think so too.
he'll make +1 even.
Maybe East should have played the 9 of diamond, but it's easier said than done to prevent the king of spade entry in order to finish the hearts.
Yes, the 9 of spades would have been interesting how it goes because then Declare has limited options, but he can just catch the king of hearts and play a spade and claim just make.
Just make.
Now, sorry, down 1, which is still a good score for them.
So how do you suggest it after the 9 of spades?
Just catch the king of hearts and play a spade. Because you have nothing else to hope for. Double turn queen of hearts is the only realistic chance to make it. Playing a spade, you know you're gonna get roughed and also they can open up the clubs.
Yeah, true. No, it's not true.
Well,
Okay.
one of them is true. They can either open the clubs or have the spade, so...
So king of heart. Then a spade, it's ducked again. Oh yeah, you still have king queen of club. I see your point here. I see that our Diane, whatever his name is pronounced right, you will correct me,
Diane,
also has
yeah,
the
you
same
did well.
T-shirt as you.
Yeah, he's also got Into Bridge t-shirt. The only person that doesn't have Into Bridge t-shirt is Mr. Christophe Grosse.
So how can our viewers get one?
First, I'll tell you that you can reach out to Box across your table and get one t-shirt, and all the spectators can get one if they probably come to one of the events we go to, like the US Nationals, and soon we'll go to other events, but they can also win a prize from the many games gonna organize in the near future, where we're gonna give those t-shirts away.
Yes, and regarding that, we probably send communication on the Into Bridge platform on the news section that I will show you right now. Now that the table is finished, if I go back to the lobby, on this you always have the news section where you can see the latest information, and when we will run tournaments, when you can yes, get a little something to remember, we will definitely post it there. So back to the tournaments, our table with Zia, 3 tables still playing. Let's see how Zia is doing now. Unfortunately, the 6 hearts down 1 wasn't the best board. And now they are down to 55%, which is a much more reasonable percentage, but 56, 55.6. It will be tricky.
They still have 8 boards to go, so anything can happen.
Sure. But I prefer being at 80% than at 55 at any point. Especially
Yeah, definitely 80% is huge here.
So while we have a bit of time, I wanted to show you the Neutrix Bridge website. You can we'll put the link on the description, but neutrixbridge.club, where you can see a lot of information, a lot of educational videos, actually information about the game we're having today. Lots of video about learning, about seeing how the best behave. And if you want to support them also and support Bridge, they have a Patreon website when you can when you have some exclusive perks that you can access, and it's also a good way to supporting them. And actually playing with Zia was one of the perks from either Queen or King supporters. Please have a look at the website. It's a good way to support Bridge. Like Stefan said earlier, their main mission is to make Bridge more popular amongst the young in the UK to start with, but why not everywhere a bit later?
Yeah, and they also have these videos where you can learn to play wherever you are. So they have different series of videos. It's definitely worth going there and browsing. Again, they're non-profit. A lot of work is put just for the sake of making Bridge popular. So yeah, if you're a Bridge lover, definitely go and have a look and maybe support them if you like what they do. Okay, new round, new opponents. Ili Jolly and Rajat. I played with Rajat the last month. Really nice guy. It was very enjoyable. Of course, I didn't play my best game, but he kept smiling all the time.
A lot of self-control this guy has.
Yes, you know better, Christoph, how hard that is. 4
So
hearts
a hard
here.
pass.
Can they reach it?
Reach a hard pass, 2 hard, probably pass. And now North needs to decide. He's definitely gonna make a move, but is the move gonna be 2 spades, 3 clubs, 4 hearts? Whatever Zia can invent, I don't know. It's a nice hand. We are talking about soft values earlier. Here, these are hard values, good values that we like, aces and kings. the queen and the 10 in the trump suit, 5-4-3-1, which is a good distribution. So definitely worth a try, despite only actually with 15 points, so definitely worth a try. Good big game. He decided to go low with 2 spades. Once again, match point. It's always safe to go low. And now
And
South,
also,
the queen of spades become of value, so it might be tempting despite the minimum hand. We're gonna see about that.
yeah, I wanted to add that probably they played 2 clubs jury here, so both players should be clear that South's hand cannot be 9-10 points. So now this makes South's hand even more tempting to not just deny but beat something else.
I mean, it's
Like-
tempting, but it's not clear. I don't think we could blame South for beating 3 hearts.
No, not at all. And I want to draw attention here that Zia beat 2 spades, which for him is very unusual. He usually beats something dodgy, not his second longest suit. But here there is merit in it because if he finds partner with 4 cards in spades and say 8 points, 4 spades, will play probably better than 4 hearts for forfeit against 5-3. But anyway, South decided 6 points is a minimum, and that is fairly okay. And they're now in 3 spades. So how many tricks do you make here, Christoph?
I mean, you've got 3 clear losers. Not clear, but yeah, I think 3 losers because even though you might be able to pitch on the king of spades, a club, you're liking trumps, I think it looks like 10 tricks to me, but maybe if the defense played trump earlier, could have maybe been
Yes,
only-
but now
only
look
9.
at how interesting it is, because if Zia now plays queen of spades and spade to the king, later on he needs to ruff 2 spades, and East can ruff twice, and promoting a trump from himself. Can
I
ruff
never
with the 8 of
doubted.
hearts, knocking out the ace. So maybe Declare will lose 2 spades, a club, and a diamond.
So good hard plays at the right plays at the play you want to make.
But Zia played the 10 of spades. This guy is crazy. Amazing. So he will make his tricks actually.
Can he get 2 roughs now?
He doesn't need to. He'd finesse the jack of spades, so he'll only take 1 ruff in spades, draw the trumps, and lose the club.
Yeah, so he's losing the club, that's my point.
Oh, but no, he'll actually play king of spades, maybe to take 2 ruffs in clubs and spades. So let's
Yep.
see. He'll maybe try to make all the tricks. And he won't. No, he trusted the dropping jack of spades that East has really 2 cards. If East had played a low spade keeping the jack, then he would have more security for discarding the club. So now 10 tricks for Zia with 1 club loser. 1 table is actually in 4 hearts. This is again Alison Green, who was the only person in 3-0 trump making before in the beginning, if you remember. Now she's playing in 4 hearts, and she's gonna make it. Amazing. Alison is in her A game.
So yeah, Zia can't really claim because he's not sure about how the... Oh! No roughs this time. So...
I'll be right back.
Guys, I think this is going to be 11 tricks. Now, king of club, 9 of club rough, diamond rough with the 10, and king of heart. East made a mistake by not roughing the king of spades. And 11 tricks might be worth quite a lot more than 10. We're gonna see about that. I think it will be a very good board for Zia. It is 77%. Let's have a look. Yes, with 170, it would be 55%. So that was worth 22% difference. These small mistakes, 30 points, but that's the beauty of match point. One trick can cost a lot. And that's what happens when you play with ER. He always gives you a chance to go wrong. Most of the time you get it right, but sometimes you get it wrong. And that's the power of top players. They can put themselves in the shoes of the defenders and give you a chance to get it wrong. So, next board, 1 club by West, 4 triple 3, not a great hand, but 12 points you have to open. Zia overcosts 1 heart with his opening hand, and 5 good, nice hearts, King, Queen, 10, 9 to 5. And East decides to make a preempt, is favorable. 5 clubs in partner suit, so beat 3 clubs. I really like it. Aggressive, not a great distribution, not a great hand, but everything else. I mean, the position is perfect. You want to put pressure on your left-hand opponent, and the colors are great. And it kind of works because now South has to jump with 3 spades. He has a strong enough hand, so he beats 3 spades. But look at this: 3 spades happened to work, but South had to hide his 6-card diamond suit. I would actually have beat 3 diamonds. He did well, as it happened to be the 3 spades. And they're probably going to play in 4 spades now for 11 tricks, I think. Is considering beating 5 clubs? I think that would be a stretch. I think, yeah. I agree. Now South has a huge hand, but what can he do? Yeah, he passed. So what would happen if the defense doesn't take their aces? Ace of king of club. No, you need to ruff a diamond. So after that you cannot remove trumps and then discard your clubs and ruff a club just cannot work. You're lacking trumps. So I think it's gonna be 11 tricks if West jumps on his aces, which hasn't happened yet. So another interesting point is how many rounds of trumps do you cash before playing on diamonds? I don't know what's right here, Stefan.
I was thinking exactly the same, Christoph. I'm thinking that the right play is cashing ace king of spades. So if double and jack of spades drops, the 10 is big and you're up with the queen of spades. Because if you win queen of spades before that, the opponents will over up for sure with jack 9 8.
I get it,
So-
but if you cash ace king and therefore 1, trouble.
Well, you go home then and it's terrible, but then the obvious excuse is we play pairs partner. I try to make the most tricks. In this case, it doesn't matter because the doubleton diamond has the doubleton spade, so anything would work. But indeed, it was an interesting problem how to play the spade suit. And of course, you are right that if I cash ace king and trumps are 4-1, I can just leave now the table and do something more useful. That was interesting. Declare maybe thought that West went for a singleton queen lead and
Or a
because of the
doubleton queen lead.
or a doubleton, yes, of course. And there is merit in that play, I think. Because the diamond lead was unusual. Of course, if they have queen jack, they can lead it, but with the doubleton spade in east, what looked like a doubleton spade, maybe Declare thought West has the 3 spades and short diamond.
I think South is now making a mistake by cashing all of his diamonds, because now the defender know for sure that he started with 6 diamonds and 5 spades. So West should know that there are only 2 other cards, so he must take his aces. Whereas if South did not cash his diamonds and play the club or heart quickly. Maybe West would still have to guess whether or not to take his aces. I think he would get it right, but not 100% sure. So I think that was a bit of a mistake from South to cash all diamonds. That's a bit what I said about the previous board when Zia gave a chance to his opponent to make a mistake. I think by cashing the diamonds, South removed the chance to his opponent for his opponent to make a mistake. Don't know if I'm talking nonsense or not, but that's how I feel about that one.
No, yeah,
It's
it
more-
makes sense, and I think that even it should be a club plate because it's more likely to be deck. With a heart plate, they just jump and cash the other ace because they think they'll discard the clubs, but they never think that the clubs are so dodgy. We finish this round now. But as you said, I think it's such a trivial hand that I don't know. On a club play, maybe West can deck. I don't know. There was a chance, but most of the time they would cash their aces.
Yeah, most
So-
of the time, but it's like board 11. You left, you didn't see it, but Zia scored 11 trick because he gave a chance to his opponent to get it wrong. And guess what? He gave me many opportunities to get it wrong, and sometimes I got it wrong against him.
Definitely, yeah, that's why he is good.
So
The first time I
interesting.
played against him, actually, I had 10-9-8 small, and
So
then
sorry
we had
to interrupt, but we've got
Yeah.
a very interesting hand here.
oh
First
my
of all,
goodness.
one heart opening, quite straightforward, only 11 points, but 5-4-3-1 with a small singleton. And he's decided to be 2 diamonds. We could think about bidding much more because the hand is good distribution, solid diamond suit, and weak in points. So some people would bid 3 diamonds, and that would be completely acceptable. I think that would be my choice, to be honest. And now we're getting into a competitive auction, 3 clubs by South, and Dia bid 4 diamonds, Q bidding, despite his 11 cards.
Splinter.
Hmm?
Splinter even. It's a splinter. He jumped.
You're right, Splinter, with a big fit, only 11 points, but 2 aces, Queen 10-4 of trump, and Stiff in the opponent's suit, which is golden. And as a matter of fact, it's a very well judged hand because you can make definitely 6 clubs, and it happens that 7 makes. And actually, I think 7 is good. You just thrust 2 hearts and then discard. I think it's a good 7. Really hard to bid, but the other is trying everything in order to beat it.
I'm sure Frank is over the moon now with this monster partner open and set singleton diamond and 4 card support. This is huge.
2
and
aces
the
on the queen! I mean...
Now use your 5 fingers. We've got all the aces. That is a huge bid by Zia. Many people will chicken out with something like 3 diamonds aiming at trivial 3-no trump, but he abandoned it. Now, of course, they have no agreements, but many good players play the splinters in this situation, in game forcing situations, as minimum hand because it's taking more space away. So it's just a very descriptive bit, shape showing.
So South made the very good bid of 7 clubs. I'm sure his heart is beating really quickly
He's
right
holding
now.
his head. Look at him, his smile. Look at him. He's over the moon.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to see the dummy.
And I think he should make it. If he decides to finesse the heart, it will work. If he decides to rough it out, it will work.
I was thinking for this game, should we get some prepared hands to make it more exciting? But I think these boards are exciting enough, even being random. One addition here, maybe if deciding to bid 7 clubs, which is obviously great, on the way to 7 clubs, you can bid something else to see if partner has another value and to end up in 7 no trumps. But it's a bit of gamble because there you can see 11 tricks, 7 clubs, ace, king. No, it's 12, 6 clubs, sorry, 6 clubs, ace, king, and an ace. So for the slam, you get one extra trick by roughing a diamond. But declare could have queen, jack of hearts, for example. It's hard to actually find them from the beginning, but it's not impossible. Or bot major queens will also give us 13 in no trumps.
We saw that Frank started by playing the 9 of diamond and quickly asked for an undo. I don't know if it was a misclick or that he played too quickly, but I think indeed he's right. It's better to keep the ruff for later in order to be able to ruff more hearts and have more ways of getting to dummy. So not playing the 9 of diamond is well played. Now I think he will play the ace, ruff a heart, ruff a diamond, ruff another heart, go back to dummy with the ace of spade and play your last heart to discard a spade.
I'm not sure if it is surprised or not, but 7 club is unmatched. Only one pair beat 6 hearts and 2 pairs beat 6 clubs. All others are in games. So excellent auction for North-South. And I actually take my words back. Looking for 7 no trump is unsafe. Playing pairs 7 clubs will give you very good score anyway. So yeah, I think Frank did very well here to end up the auction quickly. And Zia's bit helped for diamonds was a big one.
And we can see a big smile on Frank's face. I will have the same smile.
We have it, but we're not there, unfortunately. Yeah, he did very well. And
We
Suj,
haven't talked about East-West. Maybe you want to tell us a words about them.
I was about to say Suj East is Sue Johnson. This is the lady behind New Tricks Bridge. Can you believe a blonde woman can be behind such a great project? Only a joke, of course. Sue is amazing. She works very hard. She messages me 10 times a day. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay? She's amazing, very energetic. And Natalie is a bridge player from the community in Northwest London, where she also belongs. Very nice, both of them. And I think they won this event at least once. One club here.
Yeah, one club was alerted as could be one. I think the implication is that when they open one diamond, it shows real diamonds.
5 of them. Because with 4-4-4-1 they open a club maybe.
Yes, I guess so. One diamond by West and the overcost 1 heart. Some people might think of doubling, but with 5 spades and 4 hearts, usually it's okay to bid 1 spade because it would be really easy to rebid your hearts. Whereas if you had 5 hearts and 4 spades, it might be a bit harder to bid your hearts first and your spades second. So with 5 spades and 4 hearts, usually there is no question and people just bid a spade. East with a very strong hand decided to bid 2 spades, showing a diamond support and a big hand, which he has. And South with a 9 card feed bid 3 spades.
The club finesse works, so here East-West can make a slam, but West's hand is not so big. The shape is really nice. What is 2 spades showing? What is 2 spades showing?
So I do think it shows a diamond support with a strong hand.
Oh, you think it, I think it only shows a strong hand 18 plus points, but I'm not convinced about the diamond support.
Well, wouldn't you be too... I guess if she didn't have a spade stopper, but maybe she would... Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe she's got 19 points with 6 clubs.
So East has a massive hand. 3 aces, a stiff, king of spades that looks to be on side. Ace queen to 5 in clubs. You want to bid more than 5 diamonds. You don't really know what to bid. You feel that if you bid 4 spades, It might show the ace of spades, so maybe 4 hearts is the right bid, but you always, yeah, I don't know what you think.
I
You want
think
to-
that here for me the most interesting part is that if I'm sure East, I would be thinking 3-0 trump was a great contract because we can make 10 plus tricks, and now I'm behind and stopping in 5 diamonds is it's not very exciting. So maybe should I would think to go to 6 diamonds.
So what Stefan is saying is very interesting. It's quite advanced, but it's a really a pairs, a match point kind of reasoning. His reasoning is that if partner has 6 diamonds, I'm definitely making 6 diamonds, 2 clubs, 1 heart and 1 spade if I'm playing 3-0 trump, which is 430. And in 5 diamonds, I'm gonna score 400 or 420 if it's +1, so always less than if I was in 3-0 trump. So why not gamble for 6 diamonds? If it makes, I'm gonna score a good board, and if it doesn't make, I had lost the board already by being over 3-0 trump. I think that's what you were trying to tell us, Stefan.
Yes, Christoph, thank you for explaining and saying that it's advanced. The first time you say I'm saying something advanced.
The first time I
Uh,
hear something advanced
Okay,
from
we
you.
know each other for 20 years, so wait for another one in another 20 years.
But and as it happened, it would have been right on that board to be the 6 diamonds, but we're gonna check because sometimes we make this reasoning that you said, but in the end, when we look at what people played, not many people played in 3-0 trump. So let's have a look at the end of the board.
I'll tell you now that this is the case. Not only one person is in 3-0 trumps, actually.
So yes, that's the kind of expert reasoning that is actually
Yes.
completely wrong.
I go for slams having that reasoning as an excuse when I go off. But here, actually, I said before in the beginning that it's on club finesse, but actually it's better than that because if the king of spades is good, you can actually discard the club. So, and then you don't depend even on that club finesse. So it's a pretty good slam. But indeed, it's very hard to bet.
And just I would like to go back to this advanced reasoning, and here the reason why maybe the reasoning was wrong is that from Sue's point of view, there wasn't anything obvious which would tell her we missed 3-0 trump when we should have been there, because from her point of view, she had no clue to. She didn't make a bid that bypassed the right contract, and the 4 diamonds bid by partner, you're just assuming that there was a way to go to 3-0 trump, but actually partner had a crystal clear bid, and everybody would make the same bid, so actually no one is going to be in 3-0 trump because we made things that are normal. If you end up bypassing 3-0 trump when that was an option, and later on in the sequence you realize that 3-0 trump was the right decision, now it's different. We're getting into the tricky aspects of bridge, but I think it's worth.
Yeah, definitely what you said makes a lot of sense. And we can see that with these exciting hands, they rarely play 2 identical contracts. So that is in favor of the 5 diamonds bid.
So there were, yes, like 5 out of 8 people who played right now were only playing in 5. And only 1 pair in 3-0 trump. So at 6 diamonds gone down, it would be average. So.
But in the end, what I said about percentages for just 20%.
Sure, but it's because 6 diamonds is making, not because everybody's in 3-0 trump.
Well, sometimes the reason.
Anyway, this round was really good for Zia and his partner, and Frank. So they climbed back to 63%. No, not back, for the first time, I think, on the podium. but still a good 13-14% behind the first one, who hit their very high score. 2 rounds to go. I wonder if they're gonna play against each other. Can you? Do you have a
I
way of
checked. No, I just checked that, and they're not playing against each other,
that's unfortunate.
unfortunately. But the last round, Zio will play against Allison and Babs. Allison is the one bidding high and making everything, so it will be exciting. Let's see here, Mark and Pete from England.
So, Stefan, I know he's a special guest, but you need to tell Zia that being on the phone while playing online is against the rules.
I spoke to him for 2 hours today how to turn on his camera, so enough for today. I'll try tomorrow maybe.
Okay. So 12
And
against 12. Do we play game with 12 against 12?
If you ask any Bulgarian, they'll say you try for a slam, so yeah.
Okay.
Definitely you go for a game.
South is probably thinking about doubling, showing 3 spade, but his hand is really not great, especially with his queen second in heart after the 2 heart bid. So my guess is that he's thinking, should I show my 3 spades with a double or should I pass? He decides to go with it. After all, it's Zia who's gonna be playing, so that's kind of a protection.
Yeah, 4 spades is interesting contract actually. The clubs being 5-1 makes it not a cold contract. But it can make, it depends how the defense and the play will go, but I think Zia here will just be the game.
How do you make
Although
it if
his-
it goes ace of spade, king of spade, and a spade?
You don't, that's why I'm saying it's not cold.
Yeah.
It's not cold, but leading case king of spades is not obvious either. Now Zia is tempted to beat game, but he's not sure because the king of hearts is dodgy, his hand is flat and only 8 card fit, so he decided to invite. I think this is a huge bid by him. I mean, again, an executive Zia decision. I
I
can
think
see
it
that.
sends the right message. I like this bid.
No, it's definitely an intelligent bid, but if you just count points, you rather think between 3-no trump and 4 spades. But this way you can also transfer the guilt to partner if they beat game and it goes off, or pass and you make a game.
On this hand, partner had quite an easy decision. Already the first double was not clear, so now I think it was a really easy.
I think this will be a huge score for them, actually. And the other pair in 3 spades is Jurica and Dian, so they're holding back very well.
Yeah, I guess the defense only has to play king of spades and a spade at some point, either on the lead or after the ace of heart, and it's.
No, but even if you don't do that, for declare to play hearts rough with the 10, it's so unusual. I think the defense is the heavy favorite here. If it was in game, of course, now the declare is favorite, but 9 tricks is, I think, what is normal.
So Zia removed the small club from his opponent before playing club, giving his opponent an opportunity to get it wrong by roughing with the ace and the king.
And now
But
he
it's not-
knows that East has either ace king or ace king small. In either case, he must play for clubs. There is no other chance. But the Pete did well not to rough, and now he is likely to get 4 tricks. He must just play low heart when Zia plays a heart towards the queen now.
Yeah, Zia is trying to tempt him again and again, but let's see if it works. Well played. So I think it's looking like, oh, maybe a spade. Well played, Zia. And play.
Wow. This guy is good.
So the heavy favorite defense did succumbed against the great Zia.
Indeed. Well done, the amazing. Pete is asking for an undo, but I think he must get 5 undos before it makes difference, actually.
I think from the time he dug the spade, he was dead actually. It took
He
us
was
5 tricks to
indeed, yeah.
realize it. But Zia knew.
I even didn't realize it. Good you told me. I was thinking about the different hand already. But for Zia it was obvious.
Let's listen to them if we can hear some well done.
Yeah, quite nice hand, Pete.
Yeah.
They're speechless. They're just here for the bridge.
Yes,
Zia,
nobody
Zia
said well
asked me,
done to Zia.
should I talk? And I said talk between the hands, but apparently he did very well here.
So this was worth another 78%. Well, when Yuritsa and Diane went down in 3 spades.
Okay, so they're getting Zia is getting closer now, Zia and Frank.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
still 11%. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough.
Well, it's 3 boards on such a short tournament. Every top is more than 5%, so every hand, sorry, of the overall score. So here, 2-no trump by Frank, 3 clubs by Zia, apparently a puppet, and Frank is bidding 3-no trump, no 4, no 5 card majors. Would Zia be tempted to bid? Yes, he was tempted. He's very tempted, he did it, and this is cold.
Cold. It's not that cold. It happens to
Well-
be cold because ace queen is on side.
Exactly, and everything is on side. And partner has 5 card support. So Christoph, if we ever play again and I bid crazy like that, I'll remind you that you could have such nice dummy.
Yeah, and I will remind you that you're not Zia.
6 clubs, Frank cannot believe it. Is this a transfer? What is it? I've got king, queen, 10 to 5 in
Oh
clubs.
yes, I see. Frank is thinking. I mean,
Well,
that's the
it's
pressure
tough.
of playing with Zia. Now you're second guessing everything. It's a
Look
tough
at
one.
him. Look at him holding his head like, what is this? Should I bid 7 now? Ace, king, king, queen. Doesn't know that he should pass and pray to make.
Yes, he did.
Well
he
done.
did.
Well done.
He took his
well done.
time, but did the right thing. Well done. But it's better to take your time to do the right thing than to do the wrong thing very quickly.
Yeah, you're telling me. I know that, yeah. I often don't follow it, but that is definitely. They're having actually an excellent game. If I haven't said they play for first time, I guess people won't guess it. They bid a grand slam, small slam. Their competitive bidding is excellent. So what are the other tables playing? Somebody sacrificed 6 hearts doubled. Somebody else bid 2 other tables bid 6 clubs as well. A couple of tables are in 5 clubs. Yuritsa and Diana are in 3-no trumps. And Alison is declaring 4 spades doubled. That is interesting.
I mean, this dummy is not so great. Huh? Ace King of Hearts facing your void. Once again, it's a 50% slam. The first one went down, this one is making. It feels like justice.
Yes. And for Zia, it's not obvious that he makes it. We can see that because we see all the cards, but yeah, you can see he's smart. He does this all the time, and before this is what I was going to say. Once I was playing against him, and I had 10-9-8 fourth opposite ace king fourth, and I was not interested in that suit at all, and I just played low to the ace to play another suit. And he said, play the 10. You not depend on that suit, but my partner is a bit rusty. He may cover with queen jack, and then you get some free tricks. So one of the reasons Zia is so successful in pairs is that he does these clever things all the time, and sometimes they work, and he gets much better results.
So if you have a look at the review, it's even more than that. Like he cashed the ace of heart first and discarded
The jack, yeah.
Yes, a jack of spade like that. I don't. The jack worked, but it really sends a message when you don't cash the king and play another spade that if you don't take the ace right now, you're not gonna make it. And of course, on that board, it didn't matter because West had ace queen, but had the queen been with East, it's really hard for West not to take the ace.
But on the other hand, play one more trick. Did he play the spade the next round? Yes. On the other hand, if the player has king jack doubleton, he would cash the king of hearts and throw the king.
No,
so
king
to
jack
be
third,
fair,
king jack third. We're talking about king jack third here. Because you have 10-9, so this
oh
player
yes,
jack.
in that sense, yes. But then why would you cash the ace of hearts as declare? You would play spade, jump with the king, and then discard both. So
Of course, but that's if you think about it. The truth is, when you're at the table, it goes ace of heart, you play your card, and now it's not for you to control the tempo anymore. Spade discard, partner plays a heart, spade quickly, and you're on your toes. You need to make a decision right now, and you cannot think and then duck because that's not a legal play. So,
yeah.
so in theory, you're right. In practice, people get it
Zia
wrong
is
a
right.
lot. Yeah.
In practice, Zia is right.
In
Cannot
practice,
believe
yes,
that.
right, yeah.
But it's getting closer. 72.
Let's have a look at this
67,
other table.
64.
You reach which table is it?
Table
Five.
4
Finished.
is in, they finished. No, table 4 is playing only in 6 clubs now.
So they made the 12 tricks in
And they
Notrump, which
just
I guess
claimed.
was also a good result. Oh no, 43%.
No, there were some slams and 6 hearts doubled as a sacrifice. And now we are moving for the last round. Actually, they need to, yeah, they just accepted the claim of 6 clubs at table 4. So now we're gonna move for the last round. Zia and Frank against Allison and Babs.
Oh, we've got a disconnected player.
And connected again.
Yep.
So on this board, East has 15 flat points and West has 11 flat points. So I predict this to be the first boring hand in terms of bidding. 1 no trump past 3 no trump.
If they play strong club, yes, but I think they're British. Don't most British people play weak no trump?
Yeah, but Babs is not British, so and Allison knows 5 card majors, so they play strong no trump apparently. And what happens in 3 no trumps? I guess an obvious spade lead and declare needs to play the hearts. She can potentially only make 2 hearts, and she can make 3 hearts depending on how she plays the heart suit, and I guess that will be the crucial thing here. because it doesn't seem South will play diamonds at some point to give away that shoot.
South has no reason to play anything else than spades, I guess. So spade lead, Jack, King, Ace, and now East needs to guess to play a small heart again. But small heart comes quite nicely because you don't really want to break these diamonds yet. You want to keep the flexibility. You cannot play a club, so heart is also the lazy way of playing, which happens to be the right play. Oh, she wasn't scared of playing diamonds.
Yes, but with 9-8, there is merit to go to dummy and go for the queen because
Yes.
you can make 4 tricks. So it's if she didn't have 9 of hearts, the 9 of hearts, then heart to the queen jack, it's obvious. But now
You can still make 3 hard tricks, but it's gonna be much tougher now.
yeah, indeed.
Especially when she's worried about South taking the hand and cashing out the spades. But on the other hand, if she finds out, if she guesses, if she knows that South has 5 spades, maybe finessing the heart is a percentage play because it's more likely that she has fewer hearts. This is fine tuning. I don't know what's right. I don't know what's wrong. Theoretically. So now she's also gonna find out that South has 4 diamonds. North did not beat club, so maybe you should finesse the heart.
It is definitely the percentage play, but psychologically knowing that the person behind you is sitting with 4 winners now, it's really tough because you discard aces in the end.
Well
And she
played.
did it. Well done.
Very
Alison
well
is
played.
playing amazingly today. Well done, Ali. When I moved to live in England 10 years ago, Ali was the first person to welcome us, and I have very special feelings for her. And I'm glad she did that now. She will be really proud of herself. So what is that?
She
9 trick?
recovered the situation nicely. I don't think it's gonna be a great score, but it was definitely a very good play after a very unfortunate start. Let's
And
see.
Frank will score the 7 of diamonds. Ooh la 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 la.
Oh, it's only 2 people played.
Yes. Okay, so Zero score will probably improve.
Yes, it is. So now it's 2-1. But yes, you didn't want to go down, and she didn't. We can see her hand gesture. Probably, why did you play like that? Just because.
When they get something right against Zia, he always makes some remarks of that kind. Why did you get it right?
Another exciting, I mean, the last hand of the day. Quite a distribution here. West cannot believe it. 1 heart, 1 no trump. And I have that much? Are you kidding me? And what would you bid with West? Very tricky. No feet, lots of spades. Vulnerability wants you to double.
Double.
Double? Because of the colors?
Because I have 10 points, which is more than they have, and the theory of bridge says we make more tricks in no trump. Even in different vulnerability, I'll double first and then bid spades. I might be making 4 spades and now I bid 2 spades means nothing. I just have some spades. I can have much worse hand. But after the 1 no trump, especially if partner doesn't have many wasted points in hearts, I can make a lot of spades. So for me, double is...
Zia is really happy that he escaped any kind of doubled contract.
Yes, he must be over the moon. Frank
And
wants
now
a
West
four.
has another very tricky, difficult decision to make. It's not.
Yeah, it's not obvious. I would personally beat the two spades because I should be at least a little bit more lucky than my partner in terms of the trump suit. But who knows? She passed. This should still be okay. They make plenty of tricks. Probably 9 tricks here for East-West. What is it in spades? They lose a spade, a club, and a diamond, and maybe, yeah, maybe in spades is 10 tricks and in hearts is only 9.
It looks like it, yeah. But it's. Yeah, it looks like it. Because partner spade is the king, but yeah. So now they went down to the 5th position. They did a good board here. It's getting really close between 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And between 1st and 2nd too.
Here's
are
battle, yeah.
The Zlatan and Artemis, who are these people? Can you tell us about them?
So this is a pair that plays together for first time. The Zlatan is Peter, a professional player from Bulgaria who lives in the UK. And Artemis is from Greece. They just matched up before the game. They both wanted to play and had no partners. So they're doing quite well.
Let's see if they can win this. So we are saying 1 club and 2 hearts. I think it's gonna be pretty straightforward.
Duck the club. It's not easy, but ducking the club and then you can give her off to partner, but not obvious at all.
True, very
So
true.
here Declare will just lose 2 more hearts, I guess.
Declare is playing with fire here.
She's trying to lose less than that, but maybe she'll lose more. Let's see. Someone is in 3 spades doubled. Someone is in 1 note from doubled. 2 pairs.
I think Declare lost track of the Queen of Spades.
Or maybe she's, I don't know what. She'll still make it, I guess. She loses 2 hearts. But this should be another good board for Zia. Not another, but a good board compared to the previous
She
one.
might go down, Stefan.
Now, no. The 3 of hearts won't be promoted. The 8-5 are higher.
Yes, true, but it was getting close.
It was, yes. She played well so many hands. She's allowed to not play so well one of them. And we knew that spades is better, and the whole field is in spades actually. So I think just from the contract they were a lot behind.
Yes, and that's actually something that can happen to all of us when you're a bit unhappy about the contract. You see that you're not in the best contract. Really easy to lose focus on the correct contract that you're playing. It actually went down.
Oh, did it?
I think Zia claimed at the end, and the claim was wrong. The director might be needed here. Oh no!
Oh no, she didn't overlap the
Yeah.
the.
Yes,
Yes. Okay, doesn't matter much. It's still a bad board. Okay, so it's over now at this table. Let's see the last few tables and in the end to see who is winning. So here, what are we watching?
So
The
our
current
leaders
leaders.
are playing 1 note from doubled. And I think the diamonds are now good.
If they don't make this, they will lose the title actually that they were holding
Wait.
throughout the
2,
event.
3, 4, 5, 6. I think they've got 6 tricks now. And the defense has 3, plus 3 clubs, plus the king of heart, and the ace of spade. I think it's gonna go down 1. And you were saying that with down 1 they're gonna lose the title?
Yes, because there is only 2% difference, but here 200 will be a bottom, I guess. So let me find out.
Don't spoil us.
Okay, I won't spoil. This is the last table in place, so when they finish, we can see the final rankings.
So yes, now there is just no way of making... Oh! Actually, if East discards a club...
Yeah.
It's making. We can
Last
see that
board.
it's the end of the night. Players are kind of losing track now. He got it right.
Yeah,
but you
they
can
are
see
tired,
that
but Rajat got it right. Well done, Rajat.
everything is getting a bit more complicated the further you go in the tournament. We all know that feeling.
Yeah, bar time is coming. Everybody thinking of should I have a beer or a glass of wine, and then is it a club or hard discard? It's very difficult. But Rajat got it right. So this is one off, and let's see if the leaders throughout the event
Let's see.
keep the
It's
score.
so. Oh, I'm still on the. Something is. How can I? Oh, it's because the tournament is over. So let's
Yes.
see the results.
Ooh la la! The Zlatan is ahead of Jurica.
Yes, we don't have the details of the percentage. I guess it was really close. Do we know, Stefan, if it's
Yes, you can click on it and see each one scores.
What do you mean?
Actually, you can in the newer version. In this one, it's not updated to see the little percentages. But yeah, definitely the Zlatan has more than.
Okay, so it's not a draw. It's not a draw, right?
Yes, it's not. First is the Zlatan, and second is Jurica and Dian, and Zia and Frank are third, so they get the bronze medal. Well done to them. Actually, the first 3 pairs are not regular pairs. Most of the other pairs are regular pairs, but the 3 that are not regular pairs are first, second, and third. That's quite amazing.
This reminds me that when you play with a new partner, you always try to do your best and you don't want to mess it up. You want things to go smoothly, to impress them. And after a while, you forget about that and the results go downhill. So
Christoph, can we actually see the travelers for the last board? I'm curious what people played on board 18.
So here is board 18.
So a couple of people made 3-0 trumps. Well done by West.
Well, if you duck, if you can manage to block the diamonds, maybe you have a chance then. You lose 2 diamonds, 1 club, and 1 spade.
And what do you make? You don't have enough tricks. 2 spades, 2 hearts, a diamond is 5, and 3 clubs is 8.
What do you mean 2 spades? I make 5 spades.
Oh, you mean if you open up the spades? Yes. Yes, you're right.
At the defense, I think it needs to go diamond, diamond. Diamond to the queen. You duck, and then you need to play heart. That's how you beat it, and it's really hard.
Yeah.
So my guess is that's what happened. Diamond to
And
the
three spades
ace.
doubled. Let's see three spades doubled. This is an interesting auction. I like the double, but here they have too much. North was doubling.
I think South was just looking for South double three hearts having
For
King Jack
penalties
fourth.
and then desperation double for the missed opportunity.
Yeah.
I've done about 100,000 of those.
Yeah. Well, as a
Well-
matter of fact, three hearts could already have made, so
Yeah, indeed.
anyway, thank you, Stefan.
Thank you, Christoph. Thank you to Sue Johnson for arranging all this and for all the players who played. I hope you enjoyed the game. The hands were really exciting. And go to newtricksbridge.club and have a look at what they do, and maybe you will participate in their event next month. Thank you very much and hope to see you soon. You can go to intobridge.com now. It's open for registration. You can play with your friends with cameras. It's very sociable, but you can be competitive the way you like it. We have tables, teams, and pairs games. So you're always welcome. The platform is open 24/7. Thank you, Christoph.
Thank you, everyone, and see you very soon for the next video. Bye bye.
Bye.